Yeah, just sitting here. I got a doctor's appointment, right? Almost forgot I had a doctor's appointment. Good thing I set my alarm, and the alarm starts going off, and it's like, you have an appointment, and I'm like, oh snap! I'm saying, all right, so let me call a cab, and I think I'm gonna call a cab in maybe about a half an hour as soon as I get off of here. Just chilling. This morning I went to the store. I had to get my two Sprites, man. I need me a Sprite when I wake up in the morning. But yeah, I haven't had a Sprite in a while. But had me a Sprite this morning after my workout. Went outside in the front and just got that sun. Just let that sun hit me, absorb that natural light and that sun. When I wake up in the morning, I don't even turn on my house lights. I just sit in my bed for about maybe 20 minutes, stretch, relax, get me ready for the morning, get me ready for the day. And then I go outside. This morning I went to Aqueduct Walk, worked out. I wanted to take a walk to Katona Park, but I'm like, nah, because I usually go there when I have like a reason to go to the supermarket, because the food bazaar is like right there. So I'm like, all right, next time I have to go food shopping, then maybe one day next week I'll go to Katona. But it's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. Like I said, I was talking to this nice lady, and she was telling me that they have free tennis lessons. You know what I mean? You can learn to play tennis, and this is what we was talking about prior. Learning new skills, new talents. Right? This is a good way of rewiring your brain and your nervous system. Right? And you feel powerful when you learn something new. You feel good about yourself. You feel powerful. It's another way to boost your self-esteem up, right? I often hear people say the Bronx is this, the Bronx is that, but I've been living in the Bronx now for I don't know, for about maybe 15, 20 years. And I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. In most of the spots I bumped into, right? But any neighborhood I go to, I usually take a walk around the neighborhood, kind of get familiar, kind of get the scenery, kind of activate the scenery part of the brain, the memory part of the brain. And this is why I think I remember so many things. Right? I seen my man Sos yesterday, walking down the block, seeing my man Sos, and he was getting a Batalio and some drink that they have. But I always see, I don't know if he's Spanish or Dominican, but I always see him every day, and I see a crowd around his little cart. I see a crowd around his little cart, and I'm like, okay. But it's my neighbor. Every morning, my neighbor is coming in with two of these cups. I guess one for him and one for his wife when he gets home from work in the morning. And I'm like, wow. So now I see what the hype is about, because I had a Leo yesterday. Beautiful, really good. And every morning I'll get a drink from him. I haven't tasted his drinks yet, but from the reaction of the crowd and the supporters, I could tell. Yeah, I seen him. It wasn't too far from University Ave. I was walking down from Aqueduct Walk, and I bumped into my homeboy. I haven't seen him for a while. My man Sos. I'm gonna put the link for his channel in the description and everything. Really good brother, entertaining, really multi-talented brother, man. This brother put up some shells in my apartment, and I seen some of his work. And the brother and his family, they used to have a store. They used to have a store. It's like a little mini market on Tremont in Washington. That's where I first lived when I moved to the Bronx. Nice neighborhood, liked it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry. Yeah, so that was one of the first places I moved when I moved to the Bronx, was Tremont in Washington, right there. Yeah, and they had a store not too far from Bathgate, and they welcomed me in, man. Like I was family. Like the brother knew me from day one, and just pulled me in, man. And I knew him ever since. I see his father all the time in the store. Peace to his pops, his moms. Great family, great family. His brother, beautiful family, beautiful family. So I bumped into him yesterday, and he treated me to a chicken Batalio, and it was really great. It was really good. So now I see what the fuss is about, and now I want to be a part of the fuss. You know what I mean? But no, I'm gonna support them, man. But it was really great. But waking up in the morning, it kind of like puts you ahead of the game, right? Cause you're up before everyone. And I love coming outside when it's peaceful, right? It's less distraction. And, we love the people, but, you do what's good for you. And waking up in the morning with my slippers on, getting that breeze, that natural breeze, natural sunlight, right? It's just the best thing in the world, right? You up in the morning, you got one up. And the thing about it is you're not trying to really outdo people, but you're trying to outdo yourself. You're trying to be a better version than you was yesterday or last week or last month. You want to always improve yourself. So this is what I tell people about. I think waking up in the morning, or a morning routine. I wake up in the morning, stretch for about 20 minutes while I'm in the bed. Don't even open my eyes. Then immediately get down, do some push-ups, right? And then the day is started. Get that physical contact, a little bit of that pressure to ground you. And I go out promoting. You got to keep yourself busy, right? Especially for the people that's retired, that's not working, right? That want to make something of themselves, that want to carry their legacy on, that has children, grandson, grandchildren, niece, nephews. You want to introduce them to your legacy. You want your legacy to be here way after the body has decayed and gone. That's what it's about. That's why they say mind never dies. Use your brain, right? If you don't use your brain, somebody else will use it for you. You have people come online and they have in mind what they really want to do, right? You come on, you want to really do it, but the problem is executing that thought, right? And effort is a lot, but it's not everything, right? You got effort, you got you got the predicament, you got effort, and that counts, but it's a multitude of things, right? Think about a rich kid that comes from a rich family, right? That has a safety net, feels more confident in taking risks than the poor person, right? That can't take no risk, right? And if they take a risk due to warped thinking, they might think it's like some type of curse when really the challenge is to bring out the best in you. This is where people get confused, right? Because people want to be perfect. People want other people to view them in that perfect light. So when they do make a mistake or fumble or something, they believe that people are disappointed in them, sad in them, when really it doesn't even matter. How do you feel about yourself? Did you feel good about doing that, right? Do you get on YouTube and are you bringing information to people? Are you trying to help people? Or are you really trying to exploit them and trying to attract them for clicks and views, right? Some people get on in certain sectors. It's a culture of gossip, but they try to pass it off as being a journalist, right? If you gossip about someone, it's a difference from reporting the news, reporting the information, right? It's nothing personal. But once the person starts to get personal, right, because they have something in interest too. They see an opportunity. If I say something about this dude, he's replying to everyone else. I know he has to reply to me, but it's your approach that catches the person, and the person realizes you only want a response back. Excuse me, you only want a response back, and they won't give it to you. See, so a lot of other people play this game, and all it does is get you stressed, because when you talk about somebody else and you play it in your brain, you can't really feel good about it, and then you apologize the next day because you was drunk prior. Now you see the loop. So and then you don't really feel like that, right? Because then you come back on, you apologize. You don't really feel that way. So you are living a false narrative that you built in your head. It's not that you don't like this person. You probably see a lot in that person that you have in you that you might have to overcome. A lot of wounds and things like that. This is why it's important for us to do the shadow work. When we do the shadow work, we're able to see You understand? So a lot of people are confused, and me and the brother Quasi was speaking about this the other day. A lot of people are walking around with brain injury, right? Every time we go through trauma, and especially if it's not recognized or if it's not taken care of, it leaves a bruise on our brain. So if you can see your brain, do you know how many people are walking around with brain injury and don't even know it? And they're trying to self-medicate with the drugs and the alcohol and the fake marijuana that's only leaving a larger imprint on your brain, right? You can't do what's undone. I mean, you can't undo what's done already. It's spilled milk. There's no need of crying about it. But what can be done is you can approach the brain and get rid of the imprints or the potential imprints that might leave a dent on your brain, body, mind, and soul. So this is what we're trying to prevent. What's done is done. You have to live with it. It made you the beautiful person you are today. And you need to care more about yourself.